hurry, hurry, hurry. Ready, old giggle water and quilt? What you say? No boulder dash or baloney here.
Cheers, everyone, and welcome to the Unfiltered Gentleman. No matter how you take your hooch, we've got something ice cold and on tap. Now, serving it to you straight and unfiltered, here are Greg, Scott, and Dan.
Yeah, that is us.
Hell yeah.
It's always straight.
Yes.
And mostly unfiltered. Welcome in, everybody. It's the Unfiltered Gentleman. Like he said, the guy with the hot Australian accent. I'm Greg. That's Scott.
That's me.
And that's Dan.
That is also me.
Wait, are you the same person?
No.
Holy shit.
Oh, man.
Oh, thank you guys for joining in. Thank you for listening. And thank you for telling a friend. We had some people contact us lately on our social media.
Yeah.
Like, hey, my friend told me about your show, and it was awesome. Like, oh, thanks.
Oh, yeah.
You should buy your friend a beer and then ask him if he's okay. But thank you for listening. We have a lot of fun drinking for you. We put in the hard work, the hard hours.
Yes, we do. Hey.
So you guys know where to go.
That's right. Hey, you give us suggestions on what to drink, beer-wise.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think we mentioned it last week. Our beer of the week that Dan brought us was actually from a listener.
Yes.
Listener Drew, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we forgot to mention that. So thank you, listener Drew, from a week ago.
Yeah.
That was some delicious beer. I remember it as if it were just an hour ago. Anyways.
I was just chilling through it. I'm like, am I going to get all the credit for it? Or? Because I'll take it.
Yeah, you're not going to say anything.
Yeah, you got one whole week of people praising you.
Yeah, let's buy Dan another beer.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah, good job, Dan.
Yeah.
Dick. Drew's writing in right now. Dear Dan and assholes.
Oh, man.
Anyways, we got lots for you. Lots of good stuff for you. That was rough. Dale's coming in with another beer of the week for us. Yes.
All right.
That's some crotch talk stuff. Dan watched a movie.
I did.
A very manly movie.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait to talk about that.
Is it porn?
He watched that too. I mean,
okay.
Yeah.
We got some news, a little bit of sports talk, of course, chick of the week, all that. Before we get into anything, I think we need to lay down our burp word of the week. Last week we were doing El Dorado. This week, Pantry Porter.
Oh, man.
It's one of my favorite beers from Five Threads Brewery in Westlake, California.
Oh, right on.
Yes, they have a great porter. Oh, man. Like, they have a great double IPA. It's their Bliss double IPA.
Right.
But their Pantry Porter, holy shit. It is so good. As
I'll have to go back.
The former Mr. Fuji would say, holy shit.
I don't remember him ever saying that.
Yeah, well, he'll be missed. Literally. Anyway, so thank you all for joining. Let's just get into the goods right about now.
Yeah.
We have a beer of the week from Dale over on the East Coast.
Let's get into Dale.
What's this? A broad drinking beer? Must be a she-devil.
Hey guys, what up? So I am excited about this week's beer because I usually have a really hard time deciding which one, but this week the beer kind of picked me. This week's beer of the week is the Amherst Brewing Company's Honey Pilsner. So here's what happened. I went to a play called Becky's New Car, and in this play, the actors had a lot of interaction with the audience, and during one of the scenes, one of the actors came up to me and asked me a question. He asked if anyone had offered me a beer, and I said no. And so he handed me a beer in his hand, and it happened to be the Amherst Brewing Company's Honey Pilsner. I'm pretty sure that makes Becky's New Car my favorite play that I've ever been to.
Me too.
And I don't think that I've picked a lager before, so I thought it was kind of perfect to choose this one. This Pilsner is a 5.2% ABV. It doesn't have enough ratings on Beer Advocate right now. I went through some of the comments and some of the ratings, and most people gave it a 3 or 4 out of 5. It's a golden honey color with a lot of carbonation. At first it has a really thick foam head, but it dissipates pretty quickly. And a really light floral sweet aroma. This honey pilsner was named super accurately. The flavor is very mild hops and a lot of honey. And it has that very sticky, sweet, thick mouthfeel that lingers, and I really enjoy that. It's nice and light, the kind of beer that I could sip on pretty much all day. Amherst Brewing Company has a couple of other really good beers. One of my favorite things about the brewery is that it is attached to a restaurant called The Hangar that makes the most bomb-ass wings that I've ever had. And if you're ever in Amherst, Massachusetts, please go to The Hangar. They have ABC beer and really, really fantastic wings. I'd recommend the honey barbecue. I'm off to North Carolina this weekend. I'll be in Beer City, aka Asheville, North Carolina for a little while. I'm so excited to try some new beers. So my next beer will definitely be a North Carolina beer. I will be reporting from there, and I might have a special guest, so come check me out next time, okay? Back to you guys.
Hold on, I thought Beer City was San Diego.
Oh, man.
So confused. First of all, if there is a Beer City,
Right.
I'm packing up.
Yeah.
I'm there.
I'm moving.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
I imagine it'd be like that Pawtucket Pat episode in Family Guy. Come on, buds, drink my suds.
So good.
R.I.P. Gene Wilder.
Oh, God, yes. It's been a week, but he's still missed.
Yes.
Anyways, thank you, Dale. You can check her out at It's the Beer Girl on Instagram as well as Facebook, and itsthebeergirl.blogspot.com is where you can read her beer reviews. And we said it 2 weeks ago. She's way better at it than we are.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah.
I wish we were as intelligent and well-spoken about beer as she is.
Yes.
But we're not.
No.
We'll just continue to drink.
We're not in the same league.
We
No.
could drink them like champs.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. No question.
Yeah.
Like, just put him down like a bouse.
we got the drinking belt.
That's right.
Yeah, we do.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I have to undo my belt after enough drinking. But
Hey.
yeah, anyway, so thank you, Dale. And make sure you guys check her out because she's way smarter and hotter than we are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Agreed.
She's got it both going. And she drinks beer. So, anyways, all right. Before we get too much further, last week we talked about our winner of the coasters, the Unfiltered and Other Brewery coasters, and that was Elvia, whose name I'm probably still butchering. She, when she entered her, whatever, threw her hat into the coaster ring, she gave us two hypothetical
wow.
questions. So
Oh, wow.
here's number 2.
It's query time. We have a hetero hypothetical.
So this week's, thanks again to her. She's our official groupie.
Yep.
If you were the opposite sex for 1 month, how would you spend your time?
Lesbian.
Yes.
Oh, man.
So you'd spend the same time doing the same thing as you do now.
That's true. I never thought of it that way. So.
Nagging my husband.
Oh, hey. There you go.
All right. Just don't drink his beer. You get beat for that.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow, that's a good question.
That is a good
How would I
question.
spend?
Mm-hmm. I like the lesbian answer, but
Right.
the guy in me likes the lesbian answer.
Yeah.
What does
True.
the
I'd
chick
probably-
in me want?
Scissor her brains out.
A
Wow.
lot of Haagen-Dazs, I think.
God, I don't know.
Like there would be a fair amount of like discovering my body, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, well, yeah. I imagine the first weekend would probably be.
Weekend.
I'd probably spend like most of the month just getting ready to go out.
There is that. Learning how to use a hair dryer.
Yeah. Put on my makeup.
right.
Changing
There
clothes
we
like
go.
23
Yeah.
times.
Wow, you'd have hair again for the first time in
Wow, yeah.
40
I would hope
years.
so. Otherwise, I would be a lesbian. The bush kind.
Oh. Hey guys. Or, hey girls.
Hey, that's my bitch over there.
Imagine you at least have the Jamie Lee Curtis cut. You gotta at least have that. I mean, maybe not the flowing locks, but
Hey, Jamie Lee's got some nice titties.
hey, there you go.
Mhm.
So you know,
Yeah, go scissor with some Jamie Lee.
I agree.
Young Jamie Lee.
I don't think we've answered the question.
Or haven't we?
Well, maybe that's
I mean,
true.
I think we've all agreed on
I
lesbian
think we're on like
activities.
day 15 by now.
I think we've all agreed on lesbian activities and definitely touching ourselves.
Yeah,
Playing with our own titties.
that's right.
Became really irritable for a week.
Mm-hmm. If I was made to be like a hot chick,
Yes,
I would just see how much I could get away with. Like hot chicks get away with being
Oh,
stupid.
yeah.
That's true.
Or
Oh,
like
yeah.
just doing whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would see how far I could take that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, whatever. I lost my $100 bill. Can I have $100? Oh yeah, sure. And you kind of show them a little cleavage or something. Yeah, I think there'd be a lot of lesbian and self-touching.
Yep.
And
A lot
seeing-
of just walking around in like the women's gym part of the shower.
Oh yeah, locker room.
Yeah.
I would all of a sudden become a member at a gym.
Yeah, I would too.
Smart.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That was like my high school fantasy.
Yeah.
Go in the girls' locker room.
And then make some hot friends and be like, oh, wow, like, I
Yeah.
can run faster than you, I
Ooh,
bet.
ooh, how about this? Make some hot friends
Uh-huh.
and tell them about your super hot friend Greg or Dan. Like whatever. Like, hey, my he's out of the country right now for the next month or so.
Yeah.
God, not only is he hot, but he is a huge cock.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we've never had sex. He's a one woman kind of guy.
That's right.
But I've heard from some ex-girls, and I happened across an accidental picture on his phone when I was looking at some other pictures of his really cute puppy. He's got a huge dick, and apparently he lasts for like 2.5 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he treats a lady like a lady. So you should date him when he comes back in about 30 days.
Yeah. That's perfect.
I feel like a genius.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smart.
I like that.
Yeah. No, there you go. There's your answer.
Yeah.
Thanks for saying
answer.
the question.
That's the correct answer.
There you go.
I think I just won the answer.
Line it up.
If anybody else has hetero hypotheticals or any other questions for us, please send them our way. The Unfiltered Gentleman at gmail.com or any of our social medias. We'd love to not answer them for you for at least the first 5 minutes.
I feel like a politician.
Mhm.
I danced all around that one.
Yeah.
You did some great answers, though, I gotta say.
Danced all around it and sent some dick pics. Yeah.
Some very realistic ansers.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, no,
Absolutely.
that's true.
Yeah, makeup, hair, all that good stuff. Learn how to
Yeah,
use a tampon.
That's true. We can't just get up and go out anymore.
No.
Nope.
There's
I'd have a headache every night.
do a lot of hair washing. Yeah, that'll happen.
That was good.
All right, let's thank you once again for Elvia, whose name I'm probably butchering, for sending that in. And all right, we'll do a little crotch talk.
All right.
Have a grievance to share? It's time for a crotch talk.
Before I talk about some beer stuff, I wanted to mention that I was called out. I think it was 2 weeks ago. Bo emailed us about his Disneyland beer query.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to know where to get
that's
beer
right,
at Disneyland, and I felt like I very extensively answered that for him.
Yeah, I thought so, too.
Yeah.
In fact, I told him where to get the best beer.
Yep.
I was called out by a listener.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I forgot one place. A very fun place. Now, to be fair, I don't know if they actually serve beer at this location, but they absolutely sell alcohol.
Oh.
If you go to the Disneyland Hotel,
Dan
Dan knows where
you're
I'm
going with this.
It's near the pool. It is the Tiki Bar.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a super cool bar. Even if you can't stand fruity cocktails, it's fun to have one.
Right.
Because it's super cool. It's kind of like the Rainforest Cafe, but not shitty.
Tiki bar?
The tiki
think-
room inside the park.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I wasn't sure you said tiki bar or titty bar.
Yes, I said both. Yeah,
Okay.
it's some of the
Tiki bar, huh?
some of the waitresses. The Tiki Bar. So it's
okay.
tiki themed, kind of like the tiki
Right.
room. They got
okay.
some birds and
Yeah.
shit. And then there's a certain there's a certain drink that when it gets ordered, it's like the Rainforest Cafe where it like starts thunderstorming. Well, this it turns into like a whole tiki storm where it's like rain and thunder and volcanoes, and it's really cool.
They have some really fun signature drinks, is what I kind of noticed.
Yeah, they have some really
serve
cool
them in
drinks.
Some fun glasses. And
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not cheap. It's Disneyland.
Yeah, I mean, at this point.
But if you're with a lady friend,
Mm-hmm.
I think she would appreciate it, unless she's super cool and just likes beer.
Right.
But it's still a fun place to hang out. A lot of times there's a line, so if you go in the middle of the day when, people that aren't like us don't like to drink, that's when you're going to get in and find your way in the easiest. A lot of times it's standing room only at
Oh, yeah.
best.
Right.
So,
I'll be standing in line when it opens.
Sir, it's 9 o'clock. We don't open until 2.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I got nothing else to do.
You just bring it out here if you want. So anyways, yes. So thank you to listener Jenny
Yeah.
for pointing that out
Thank
to
you.
me that I was wrong. Bo, if you've gone already, I apologize. If you haven't gone, do not miss the Tiki Bar.
Yeah,
it is a
go
lot
again.
of fun.
Right.
Yeah, go again.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The other thing I wanted to talk about in Crotch Talk was something we started to talk about off the air. It's a very good discussion about beer and our snobby palates that we've developed. But before we get to there, I got us a beer that I had over the weekend, and maybe I should just get some music going for this. 'Cause we're gonna talk about beer.
Sure.
If it'll... Well, it's not going to play. All right, it'll play in a second. It's loading. So I went to the Dudes Brewing Company, and let me say, they had some great fucking beers on tap. I really enjoyed a lot of their offerings.
The dude abides.
Yes, exactly. It is based off of...
Mr. Lebowski.
Yes, Mr. Thank you. I was like, the big... What? Brain fart. Anyways, it is based off of the Big Lebowski, and they had a beer there called Double Trunk. It's a double IPA, and... while I liked everything else I tried there, I was not a fan.
Oh, wow.
So I had a can. I wanted you guys to try. I wanted to see if I was crazy, if I just have a different taste than other people. Because I usually love double IPAs. So that's why
Right.
I poured some for you guys. And I want to get your feelings on it.
Well, I think this is where we kind of like I started to kind of question my palate a little bit off the air. Well, I was like,
Right.
this tastes delicious. I thought, like, it did have that kind of like piney, like I
It is very piney. Here, I'm gonna
yeah.
smell it right
I
now.
think that's what I am. I'm like
very piney.
I'm used to like flavors and aromas now in my beer.
Yeah,
and
definitely like an earthy smell, maybe a little bit of grass to it.
Yeah, definitely. So I mean, it was. I thought it was good.
Well, I'm a drinker, not a smeller.
Yeah, I've heard about all the cock you've chugged.
As far as a double IPA, I would give it maybe a C plus, B minus.
That's true.
Okay.
I would say it didn't really taste like a double IPA.
Mm-hmm. It tasted just kind of like a strong IPA.
It did. That's true.
Yeah.
I'll co-sign that.
BA has it at 82. So, not good.
Okay.
No, it's just good. It's not great. It's not
Right.
bad. This is what started the whole snobby palate discussion. Look, I'm not going to not drink it. I've got some in my
Exactly.
hand right now.
Exactly.
I'm literally drinking out of my glass. It's not a disgusting beer. I'm not drinking Bud Light over here.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And to be fair to the Dude's Brewery, they had some great beers. I was not a fan of it compared to their other lineup. This one's just. It tasted like one of those beers that a lot of the West Coast breweries are doing where it's like, let me see how piney and bitter I can make it just for the sake of kicking you in the face.
Right.
Not because you want it, not because the flavor's good. I just want to fucking punch one right in there.
I don't know. Like I said, like I think I've just been drinking so many of them now. It's like maybe I need that punch in the face to kind of taste something or something. Like it's just I really enjoyed it, and I could really, taste it. So I was like, yeah, this is pretty good.
Well, and it kind of makes sense because they said this is their best seller. And I thought, well, there must be something wrong with me. If this is their best seller, and I don't like it's clearly me that is not liking it, not everybody else. Otherwise, they wouldn't sell any.
Well, to each his own.
Yeah. So this got us into this whole downward spiral of talking about our palates. And because Dan basically said, like, I feel like I drink everything now.
Yeah.
And and my question to you was,
Yeah.
okay, so you can taste the difference between, say, this and when we had last week, and then we had Sticky Monkey a couple weeks. You could taste the difference,
Yeah,
right?
definitely. Yeah.
And will you drink a Bud Light?
No.
Wow.
I mean, I will. I'll choke it down.
Right.
Don't get me wrong.
And that's what we got into. Like in college, is like, hey, you got a Miller Lite or a Bud Light? Man, let me have 18 of those. Like,
Right.
fuck yeah, man.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like,
And I was saying, like, when I go to Vegas now, like, I'll go to a like a CVS or whatever, where they have the 3-pack of Tall Boys of Bud Light. And it's like only $7 or whatever. Like, it's the best they're gonna get in Vegas, and I'll buy those so I can choke them down. And that was my regiment when I was 21, and almost 10 years later, I still kind of make that my regiment, but it's getting harder and harder. It's to the point where I'm just like, let me see how fucking quick I can pound these, because it's getting to the point where I'm choking it down.
it really is. Like, I'll go to Vegas or whatever, like you said, and like, hey, I'm just trying to get drunk over here, so I'll buy like some tall cans of like Dos Equis or
Right.
something, rather than spend so much money at the bar or whatever.
Exactly. I got pregame.
Exactly. And I'll be like, oh man, like, my goal is just to get drunk.
It's Vegas.
Yeah. So, but I am choking down the beer. Like, I just, like I said, like I've like spoiled, my palate to the point where it's like, well, I'll be playing beer pong, and it is kind of a punishment to drink all those beers.
It used to be like, yay!
Yeah, it's like I get to drink. It's like,
Yeah.
oh fuck, I gotta drink Budweiser now. Like shit.
Yeah, I
Like,
remember back in the day, if the other team was trolling it and you hadn't had to drink it, it gets to the point where they finally made one, you'd fight over who had to drink it.
yeah.
And I was like, no, you can fucking have it.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
I got my satellite beer over here.
Yeah,
so.
I'll have a good one in my hand.
Uh-huh.
Like, oh, here's my Satellite Stone IPA. or whatever.
Exactly.
Something drinkable. I don't know. I think midlife's a little less.
Oh yeah, he's been looking at us with the low brow the
Yeah.
whole
Oh,
conversation.
boy.
Yeah.
You young fellers.
Yeah.
You're fancy pants little
Let
beard.
me tell you something.
I mean, if I
Called you
know,
midlife again, by the way.
I went past that.
Yeah, years ago.
Yeah. Oh wait, I'm getting hot again. I mean, in my refrigerator at home right now is Miller Lite, so I mean,
Right.
I'm good with that.
Mhm.
I love the more expensive beers, the IPAs and all that. I mean,
Sure.
if I had no budget whatsoever, if I won the lotto tomorrow,
Right.
you would never see Miller Lite in my refrigerator again.
Right.
But that being said, the taste doesn't bother me.
Wow.
So
And that's what was kind of making me feel bad. I could feel like the glare from Scott over there. And it was just kind of
spoiled
like,
brats.
yeah, exactly. I just kind of felt like I should
You
drink.
spoiled whippersnappers.
It's like, really? I don't want to drink at Tecate anymore. Like, that's when I figured it out. I'd always buy like the 3-pack.
Your people are so mad at you.
Yeah,
now.
the tall cans at Tecate. I'd always do it at the grocery store. It's like, I'm going to
Yeah.
get the 3-pack. I'm going to get fucking hammered and it's going to be great. And it's like I said, like halfway through, I'm like, choking this down. I can't drink
And if it's
anymore.
not ice cold, oh
Right.
good lord, it's like
Yeah.
drinking throw up.
Yeah, it's true. It's just, I'd rather have, a luponic distortion.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm still
my-
looking for number 3.
Yeah,
Somebody find me a number 3.
It's coming.
God damn,
It's coming.
yeah, you spoiled brats.
I know.
Yeah.
I'll go with a warm natty ice. I don't care.
Right.
Either you're spoiled brats or I'm a drunk.
Yeah, well,
Hey,
could be a little of both.
Could be.
I imagine.
Could be a lot of both.
A lot of me being a drunk.
Yeah, I've turned beer finding into like Pokemon or something. I'm trying to catch all the luponics.
I would download that app.
Yeah, in a heartbeat.
Yes.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
somebody can tell me where in Southern California I can find a fucking number 3
Oh man.
of the luponic distortion,
Right.
I'll
Yeah.
happily go out and buy that and buy
Yeah.
you one as well. Every time I go to Trader Joe's, they always have luponic number 2.
It's always number 2.
I dig through it to the back just to make sure like they didn't get one in and they hit it in the back or something. They
There's
probably
nothing
think I'm
wrong with
insane.
number 2.
No,
Oh,
or number 1.
a good
They're both
number-
great.
Yeah, exactly.
A good number 2 once a day. So,
They're both fantastic.
Yeah.
But
But that's what kind of made me, question. Like, I was thinking, like, God, man, we're gonna bring all these beers on, and I'm gonna taste them all, and all I'm ever gonna say is, "This is great. This is awesome. This is great."
maybe it's because we grew up drinking the shit beers like Bud Light and Natty
Probably.
Ice and playing beer pong and all
It
that
could
stuff.
be.
So now it's like, oh man, what a fucking upgrade.
Yeah. So like when you kind of said like you didn't really dig it too much, and here I am like, oh my God, this is liquid gold. It was kind of like maybe there's
I guess what it comes down to is they have other good beers there. If I'm going to spend
Right.
primo dollars on a small brewery's beer, it's not going to be on this double IPA that I'm not a
Right.
big fan of. It's going to be on some of the other ones.
That's
that they
true.
had.
yeah.
So I mean, you did have the the opportunity to taste everything else there. So.
Yeah, I had probably like 10 of their
Right.
their offerings. I was doing research.
Yeah. So I
Tax
mean, I
write-off.
can imagine at that brewery, you could have been like, hey, I'm gonna Tecate or Bud Light this shit. Like,
Right.
I don't need to drink this when I can have this.
Absolutely not.
So yeah, I could totally get that.
Oh yeah. I mean, admittedly, like I think it was like a week ago, the wife and I were talking. Where do you want to go for dinner? And we're going back and forth. Let's go here. What do you want to eat? And
ultimately, whatever
The-
she
the-
wanted it, right?
well, the decider was, oh shit, Wood Ranch has moose drool. Let's go to Wood Ranch. Get
Hold on a
salad.
second. Wood Ranch has moose drool?
Yes.
Oh fuck.
Oh yeah.
Oh, have you had moose drool?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
He brought someone.
that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's when I.
Oh, you
that's
remember
where.
that.
Yeah.
The first time there's this bar down the street from here that people are like, okay, this is a great story. We don't live by you.
You should.
Yeah, they should. You should because they have like 50 craft beers on tap, and there's one called Moose Drool. I
Oh,
was like, what
good
the
stuff.
fuck?
You know what's
All right, I guess
funny?
I'll try it.
I got a funny craft beer story.
Please.
I went to go. I had to go change some tires out. They were really bald.
oh, damn it! I get pantry pole.
And, well, anyways, I was changing out these bald tires. They wouldn't do it at America's Tires. I'm like, hey, I know where I'll go. I'll go down to El Rio to some Mexican tire store. They'll do it for me for $20.
For those of you who don't know what that is, that's the worst part of Oxnard.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of Oxnard's version of Tijuana.
That's
Right.
right. And, hey,
I think Tijuana might be safer, especially if you're white.
hey, come with me. You'll be all right.
Yeah, if you're not hanging out with Dan, you've got a problem.
You got to mention Dan's name.
But Dan can't open his mouth because once they figure out he doesn't speak Spanish.
Oh my God, it happened right away. I went there, like, I don't know what they said. I'm like, I need to change my tires. They said, get what's his name over here.
Yeah.
Like, I was talking to this other dude.
We need a translator.
It was that kind of place. But anyways, like, yeah, I was right. $20. They put the tires on, and I was like, they only take cash, obviously. And,
It's Tijuana.
yeah, so I was like, oh, to go down to the El Rio liquor store and they'll give you some cash, they have ATM or whatever.
Trade your pesos into.
And so I went down there and it said there's a big sign on it. It says craft brews available. Like, oh, shut the fuck up. I was like, you guys don't got shit.
Tecate? What?
Yeah. That's what I was expecting.
We got
Like,
Corona.
yeah. So I walked in there already like, but they actually do have some craft beers there.
Really?
In fact, I got a bottle of something I'd never seen before. It was an outstanding IPA. Maybe I'll go back and bring it over here.
Who's that from?
Yeah, that's what it was called. Outstanding was.
Oh, it was the brewery.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
really?
Yeah, so I'll bring it back and make sure because I did drink it all, but but I was like, hey, I'd never seen this before, so I mean, it was pretty cool, and like I'd never expected from, like I said, El Rio liquor store.
They probably like stole it off the back of a Stone truck. It's really a Stone
Maybe that's why
Delicious
it was
IPA.
Man, that's why it was so cheap or something. I don't know.
Why was that sticker so crooked?
They did have some other stuff there that was actually legit, and I was like, oh, I tried that, but I was like, I'd never seen this one before, so
Interesting.
yeah, I didn't think. I was like, gosh, shut up, craft beer. Get out of
Yeah,
here. So,
you're right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back now.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Wow, look at you. And you made it out alive.
I did.
Yes, that's always a good start. Oh, God. All right. We're going to do Dan's movie in just a quick sec. Before we get to that, let's do the old-timey word of the week. And that is a dumb Dora. Dora as in like Dora the Explorer.
Yeah.
A dumb Dora is an unintelligent woman. So
Dumb Dora.
there we go.
Oh,
He finished.
you got it. He's done.
So if you find yourself
I'm
with a
good for a
lady
month.
who doesn't like beer, just call her Dumb Dora.
Dumb Dora.
Dumb Dora.
Well, she's got some nice bubs.
maybe even if she is a fine piece of calico, she might still be a dumb Dora.
Yeah.
That goes back to the hetero hypothetical. I wanted to try being a dumb Dora.
Oh,
see what
yeah.
I get away with.
That's true.
So, anyways, Dan, what movie did you see?
Well, recently the remake to The Mechanic came out. The sequel, actually, was The Mechanic Resurrection with
Right.
Jason Statham
And Jessica Alba's our chick of the
Jessica
week a
Alba.
couple weeks ago.
Yeah, definitely. So that movie came out, and I had never seen The Mechanic. With the original
From 2011.
right? So I'd never seen that. But on top of that,
with Jason Statham in 2011.
yeah, with Jason Statham, I had never seen the first one.
Mm-hmm.
But on top of that, I was like, oh wow, it's actually a remake, and I'd never seen the original. So I kind of felt like I was gonna do a disservice. It'd kind of be like if I watched the Michael Bay Ninja Turtles movie and I never saw the original Ninja Turtles
cut
movie.
your dick off.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
you should not do that. So I was like, you know what? Let me watch the original, and I'll do that first. And plus, I only had $5 in my pocket anyways. I was in no position to go to the movies and watch the new
Yeah,
one.
all you could afford was that and an outstanding IPA.
Exactly. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna watch the original. It was from 1972. It stars Charles Bronson, who hey, he's in the Hall of Fame for kicking ass in movie
yeah.
cinema. So I was like, I'm all on board with
Fucking badass.
this.
Yeah.
He is.
All right,
He
before you
is.
get into review, let's play the trailer.
Yes, let's do it.
Hello. Oh.
Yes.
Mr. Bishop, we would like you to go ahead.
There are 1,000 ways to kill a man, and one assassin knows them all.
Murder is only killing without a license, and everybody kills.
But when the best in the business
There are times when I could use a backup.
takes on a partner,
I'm going to teach you all I can.
the last hit of his life
Play to win, do you?
I'm going to pick my own mark.
could be his own. The Mechanic is a non-stop thrill ride. Charles Bronson, Jan Michael Vincent, The Mechanic.
How long till she goes?
Just about. Now.
That's my favorite part.
It was a good movie, man. I gotta say, I was glad I went and sat and watched it, and and like I said, it's really Charles Bronson probably at his best, where he's he's kicking ass.
Do you mean worst?
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
Probably
most-
the prime of his career.
Exactly,
right there, yeah.
exactly. Yeah, it's just before he did Death Wish and Mr. Majestic.
Yeah.
So just before he started doing that, I think that might have been his first headline movie, actually. Because before that, I think he had done like Once Upon a Time in Mexico and stuff like that.
See.
Yeah, where like
we end up in El Rio buying tires.
Yeah, Great Escape, where
Craft
like
beer.
yeah, where he was in the movie.
Take the label off his Corona.
He was in the movie, but I think that was like his first time kind of headlining, and after that he was just like headlining everything. But like it's definitely him in his prime where he's just he's very stoic. I mean, you could almost hear it in the trailer where he's he's just saying the lines as well as Charles Bronson can do it.
Yeah,
and but
as cheesy action star as he can get.
Yeah, that's right. So, and what I liked about the movie itself, I mean, man, it's funny because like I was thinking about like clips and parts of the movies I really wanted to talk about. But I haven't seen the Jason Statham remake yet.
I have not either.
I haven't.
I didn't, to be honest, I didn't know there was a Mechanic from 2011 until I saw the trailer for Mechanic Resurrection.
Oh, really?
I was like, wait, this is a sequel? A sequel to what?
Right.
So I had to look it up. So now I want to go see the original Jason Statham one to then see this one.
Right.
And now I feel like maybe I should see the other one.
I would say that, and it's funny because you watch the movie and it's admittedly, I mean, it's 72, so it's a little dated,
a lot cheesy.
Yeah, I mean, Jan Michael Vincent's in there, kind of, he's not the best actor in the world, but I mean,
it's better than Keanu Reeves.
He is, I guess. I'll co-sign that. But I got to say, I can't imagine how much better the Jason Statham one is going to be because just the ending of the 1972 one of The Mechanic was just, I mean, I was just, that's it. I was like,
really?
Yeah. So just, I can't give any, I want to give a little away.
You don't want to give a 40-year-old spoiler alert?
I can't. I feel bad. Like I'm kind of saying like you should watch it.
Not as good as your other one.
No.
The ending's definitely worth
she said about
watching the movie where it was just like, I can't imagine, Jason Statham's movie having a better ending. That ending was.
So, have you seen Jason Statham's Mechanic?
I have not.
Oh, okay.
But I can't
so
imagine.
maybe it has the exact same ending. We don't know.
It
so don't give it away. For that reason,
I'll just say it can't have the same ending.
Okay. Is it very 1972? Is that why?
No.
He kills Nixon.
Yeah. And
he pulls off her pants and she has a full bush.
It just looks because I can't even say why. I can't even say why.
All right.
I was talking with somebody else and it was kind of like, I can't say it.
So frustrated.
I know,
Yeah.
because
Easy.
But it was a good movie, and there's a lot of action scenes that I did like. The part where he's like talking about the boat, where some people are they're going to perform a hit, and it turns out to be a setup. They get their way out of the setup, and there's some people from the organization where basically Charles Bronson, he's a hitman.
Mm-hmm.
They call him the Mechanic. But he's getting too old at his job, so he's he needs someone new to kind of like start taking over what he's doing, and that's kind of where the problem comes. And people he starts to be someone betrays him, and he's going to be the next guy that someone pulls a contract on. So they're going to kill him. They find a way out, and then that's kind of like it's not the ending sequence. So I'm not really spoiling too much.
And hijinks ensues.
Yeah, exactly. You get that killer line right about now.
That was my favorite part.
Oh, and I gotta say, it was very refreshing and a little shocking to see an actual boat explode, as opposed to all the CGI that we're used to.
That is nice.
Yeah,
that's a really nice thing about watching old movies.
There was a lot of things like that where, like, they're pushing a car off a cliff or something like that, and you can see the car fall and just break up, as opposed to boom.
It's like old Bond movies,
right?
It's real explosions, really cars going off a cliff.
Right. So, that was definitely a good movie. And I'm looking forward to the Jason Statham remake, but I'm just kind of like, you know what? I don't think you can make it any better. I really don't think you could.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Bullocks to that. I'll make it better.
Are you going to see the 2011 one before you watch Resurrection?
I'm going to have to, I think, because already, like I said, the ending can't match up. The ending's already got to be a little...
now I gotta watch the old one.
Exactly.
God damn you.
Exactly. It doesn't match up. You gotta watch the OG one, and because like I said, just the ending alone, you're gonna be like, oh fuck, that was badass.
Is it on Netflix?
It isn't.
Damn it.
I know.
How'd you find it?
I had to rent it on iTunes.
Oh, you had to pay money.
I did. $5.
Oh god, for a rental?
Yeah, for a rental. I know.
Where'd you rent it from?
From
real?
iTunes. I know, yeah, the liquor store.
It'd have been half off.
I got it with a craft brew of my choice.
Oh man, the beer was free. The Brindle was $5.
Yeah.
Oh,
Came
wow.
with knockoff Corona.
Oh man. But yeah, good movie. Good movie.
All right, 2 thumbs up.
Definitely.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Good. Nice. All right. Now I wasn't gonna. I was like, oh, what a stupid 70s movie. Now I gotta watch it.
You kind of have to.
I know I watched it. I got to watch it again now because
Right.
Might have been drunk.
Forget. Well,
Yeah, because
there's a possibility.
Yeah, like 98% chance.
Yeah, because my dad had seen both of them, and he said, no, because the original, way better. I go, no way. Come on, it's like 72. Get out of here. I get it now. The ending, just the ending alone.
Mustache and all.
Yep.
Can I just skip to the end?
You got to build up to it. You got to build up to it.
All right, fine.
There's a lot of good action scenes in there, and like I said, a lot of pushing cars off of cliffs and just.
I do like that. I like the legit action.
Nice
scenes.
explosions.
It's Charles Bronson.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Badass. Is he still alive?
Yeah, I think he passed away.
Really?
Yeah, I think he did.
shit.
I think he passed away. R.I.P.
There's a way to find out.
Yeah, let's check that out. 'Cause
Yeah.
he was such a, like in the 70s especially, he was like the badass in the movie.
Exactly.
And just so like calm and
Yeah.
and then just calm and just like ruthless. Just
I want to say all the Chuck Norris jokes are probably about Charles Bronson first.
Yeah.
And then it went to Chuck Norris. Yeah.
He passed in 2003.
Oh shit.
Wow, you know what?
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, almost exactly 13 years. August 30th, 2003.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He'll be missed.
Yeah. It's almost his anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He,
Well, actually, it
it's after.
passed.
Yeah. We just missed his anniversary.
Yeah, that's right.
Wait. Oh yeah. It was last week. That was last week. Shit. I gotta turn my calendar over.
Oh, he was born in 1921. Oh, he's pretty old.
Yeah.
Wow.
21 to 03.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for watching a manly movie that now I apparently have to go watch before I watch the new one.
Yep, you do.
Dick.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's how it is. Like I said, usually the original, they got it
Most
right.
of the time, yeah.
Most of the time. And in this
remakes
case-
usually suck, but I do love Jason Statham. I
Right.
imagine it can't suck.
And that's what I was thinking too. I was thinking up until the ending, I was thinking like the Jason Statham one's probably gonna be pretty good, and then the ending happened. I was like, you know what? No way.
No way.
Can't be better.
Well, we'll find out.
Yes.
Now we're all going to watch them. All right, let's do a little news.
Extra, extra, fellas. It's news for you.
Great news for us and our very snobby palates. Stone, as in the brewery, is opening up a hotel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's going to be right next to the brewery.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. I can't wait to stay. I can only hope the showers and sinks and everything are full of stone. Mm-hmm. Turn on the water, but it's really beer.
Can you imagine?
Oh, man.
That'd be amazing.
Oh, man.
Fuck the Wonka factory.
Yeah.
I went to the Stone Hotel.
Yeah, the in-room refrigerator. What if it has all that booze in there, all this stone?
Oh, man.
Get a boner already.
Yeah.
That's
pretty G'd up.
That's a fucking honeymoon right there.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, if anybody's looking to get married, Stone Hotel, 2018 it said.
I'm not, but I'm there.
You what?
I'm not looking to get married, but I'll be there.
Yeah, you're past that point.
Yeah.
Apparently, that people who don't drink alcohol, that is, more likely to die young.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I'm live forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you've already passed that point, so I guess it works.
Yeah.
I'll
be 1,000 years old.
A newly released study shows that regular drinkers are less likely to die prematurely than people who have never indulged in alcohol. Yes, that's correct. Blah, blah, blah. Surprised? The tightly controlled study, which looked at individuals between the ages of 55 and 65, spanned a 20-year period and accounted for variables ranging from socioeconomic status to level of physical activity. Led by psychologist Charles Holohan of the University of Texas at Austin, it found that mortality rates were highest for those who had never had a sip, lower for heavy drinkers, and lowest for moderate drinkers who enjoyed 1 to 3 drinks per day. I like that moderate drinkers is 1 to 3 drinks per day. Usually it's like if you drink more than 1 per day, you're a binge drinker.
Right.
Not in this study, everybody.
Yeah.
Woo!
I'm thinking this guy's probably a drunk.
The bar has been raised.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Oh, man. See, that I've been doing it all wrong. I get blackout drunk during the weekends. I just need to space it all out.
Yeah, exactly. 1 to 3 per day. Yeah, 4 for good measure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you drink the not the crap stuff,
Now
you
we
get
gotta
drunk
cut back.
faster.
Yeah.
That Bud Light's not too full of alcohol. Of the 1,800 people that were studied, only 41% of the moderate drinkers died prematurely, compared to a whopping 69%. 69.
Yeah.
Prematurely in 69.
Yeah, of the non-drinkers. Meanwhile, the heavy drinkers fared better than those who abstained, with a 60% mortality rate. I can't talk. Despite the increased risk for cirrhosis and several types of cancer, not to mention dependency, accidents, and poor judgment associated with heavy drinking, those who imbibe are less likely to die than people who stay dry. Possible explanation for this is that alcohol can be a great social lubricant, and strong social networks are essential for maintaining mental and physical health. Non-drinkers have been shown to demonstrate greater signs of depression, because they're sober,
No kidding.
than their carousing counterparts. And in addition to the potential heart health and circulation benefits of moderate drinking, especially red wine, it also increases sociability. While it's important to drink responsibly, this is one study that warrants raising a glass.
I believe they're right.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's funny because they always talk about like the dangers of alcohol, like liver cirrhosis and all that crap. And it's like, nope. You know what? Staying healthy
Drink
over here.
on.
That's right.
Here's what I've learned. My best friend, her great grandmother is 90-something. I have no. She's fucking old. She drinks like a fish and is the coolest person ever. In fact, she plays beer pong with us.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she's the coolest person ever. Drinks like crazy. Doesn't give a fuck. I think it's all DNA. Like either you're gonna die or you're not. Now, obviously, you can slit your wrist and die sooner, or you could, be addicted to heroin and die sooner. But give or take, it's pretty DNA set. You're gonna die when you're gonna die. Just fucking have a good time.
No kidding.
That's true, man.
Yeah.
Just have a
I'll drink to
enjoy
that.
life.
Yeah. Nike, just do it.
I agree.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. So the study says we should drink. Well, the good news is for us, football is almost here.
Almost.
Regular
Porter.
There it is.
Holy crap.
Best one of the night.
That was amazing.
And in celebration of football being here, Fox is going to show soccer.
Oh, fuck.
What
them.
the fuck?
Oh, my God.
Yes. Fox says that God damn, there's like an early game and a late game. They haven't decided which one, but one of those games, they're going to decide to show an MLS game instead of that football game. They're going to start this on September 18th.
Guess I don't need to switch to Fox that day.
Nope.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
September 18th.
What a bunch of dummies.
Yeah. Apparently they hate ratings.
No kidding.
They hate advertising money.
And they just hate sports.
They hate real sports altogether.
Wow.
What is this, fucking some third world country?
Yeah.
Where all
no
we have
kidding.
is soccer?
Yeah, it's like we're going to monopolize on the whole world. It's like, no, only we count.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Yeah, you idiots. As
Come
if
on.
Fox wasn't bad enough.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Fuck you, Fox.
Yeah. I mean, it's Sunday, dude. It's time for football.
Yeah. Who wakes up early at 10:30? That's early. Cracks open a beer and says, I can't wait to watch a little fucking MLS.
Oh, my
Oh,
God. I
man.
swear.
Yeah.
That person would be skewered and thrown on my grill for football Sunday.
Absolutely. God damn, Fox is a bunch of assholes.
Can't you just watch it Sunday night on tape delay or something?
No kidding.
Well, that's the thing is they said they're going to make sure it doesn't interfere with any games, so it will be on tape delay.
Oh, God.
So why not just show it on Tuesday?
No kidding.
So on top of putting soccer on during football, it's going to be tape delayed soccer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
wow.
if it's the late game, it'll be tape delayed.
At least back in the days when they did NBA tape delay, it was like Magic Johnson versus Dr. J and the Sixers.
Well, and there was no internet to find out who won.
Right, exactly.
You had to watch
You
the
had
tape
to
delay.
watch it. Now it's like, why the fuck would I stick around to watch a fucking day-old fucking soccer game?
Why would I stick around to watch, what was it, 90 minutes of no scoring?
Right.
If I wanted to watch that, I'd watch hockey. It's less than 90 minutes.
I used to do
or
that.
my wedding night.
Yeah.
Oh,
Less than 90 minutes for sure.
Oh my God, no scoring.
2 minutes, no scoring.
Oh my God. But I used to do that with my old job. Like I'd show up, everyone's on their lunch and, everyone's watching soccer and there's like a playoff game going. I want to watch the Lakers. So I get up and I change the channel. It's like, hey, I go, I'm only here for 15 minutes. I go, I swear to God, the score will be the same when I put it back. I swear to God, it'll still be 0-0.
At best, 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can watch it the full 8 hours you're here.
Yeah,
and it'll still be 0-0 when you go home.
Every time I put it back, it was the same score. 6. See? Told you.
Yeah.
Remember the year that the Vuvuzelas took over the World Cup?
Yeah.
And the place I was working, I walked in the fucking break room, and they got that shit on blast.
Oh man.
I was like, it's bad enough you're watching soccer. Why are you listening to these goddamn vuvuzela idiots like blowing their fucking cock horns?
That's why I had to take a stand. I was like, I forgot how old I was, but I clearly didn't give a fuck.
I was in my very early 20s. I muted the TV in front of her.
Did you really?
Like, what are you doing? I was like, what are you listening to? Idiots.
Yeah,
it's bad enough you're watching this garbage. At least let me tune it out.
It's like, hey man, I'm watching a real sport that really matters here.
Yeah, seriously.
That's right.
Oh, fuck these idiots.
Come on.
Fuck soccer. Fuck you, Fox.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Dale.
Wait. Which Dale are we?
Oh no, not from Step Brothers.
Oh, okay.
Fuck you, Dale.
I was like, let's make that clear.
No,
first.
not Beer Girl.
Oh no,
absolutely
never.
No, Step
Blasphemy.
Brothers. Step Brothers.
Okay, thank you.
I should cut that out. It sounds bad.
Yeah, it does.
I didn't mean it that way.
Okay.
And finally, A7 Football League. This is football of the future. They are a football league that does not use pads.
Oh my god!
And they fucking hit each other too.
They hit hard.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now they preach something that I've heard some people saying for the last few years, especially Adam Carolla, but which is if you and what's his name from the fucking Steelers? Can't think of his name right now.
Heinz Ward.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you take away the helmets, there won't be any concussions.
Yes.
Because you're not going to fucking lead with your head
right.
if you're not wearing a helmet.
Well, that's what I was saying. They got to bring back those old leatherhead fucking helmets.
Yeah. And that's like part of what they preach is if we don't have helmets, we're not going to get concussions because you won't lead with your head.
That's right.
I watched some clips and it was pretty badass.
Right.
They're like spearing each other.
Oh,
no pads on, no shoulder, nothing.
Man.
I imagine everyone's still getting hurt, but at least nobody's getting concussed, hopefully.
Right. And they've shrank the field down a little bit because they have they have 8 guys on the field instead of 11. So they shrank the field down a little bit. My only gripe about it is because they have less people on the field, it seems like the quarterback can kind of do whatever they want. There's no center. And there's 2 linebackers. And if the quarterback is athletic enough, it seems like every play he just runs downfield.
Yeah, it's easier to score. Kind of like arena football, but it's like no pads and just...
Right. But which is not a bad thing, more scoring. I mean, what do we hate about soccer? They never fucking score.
Right.
That's true.
So...
But when you do get hit, man, there's some hard hits and no pads. And these guys get right up.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
some badasses.
They are not pussies at all.
I just kind of want to see if like the NFL will like lighten up on that helmet because
I wish
because I think that's the problem. That's the big problem.
It's only going to get worse.
Yeah, even if it's true that wearing a helmet is the reason for concussions, which I can see the reasoning behind that.
Yeah,
NFL will never do it. They're such pussies. Like, no, you got to wear a helmet.
Yeah,
because they're such bitches.
They are bitches.
Oh god, we're running out of time. Let's do ourselves a dish of the day.
Yeah.
Hot damn, fellas, it's dish of the day.
Just like last week, this week's dish of the day or chick of the week, her name is Amanda. She's from Instagram, and she's also a beer lover. You can find her on Instagram. Her name is The Art of Beers. You can see her pictured here as I'm showing the fellas.
Oh, wow.
She's got some pictures of herself in a lovely bathing suit as well, which I need to get to.
Yikes.
I will post that up. I'll regram or whatever it's called on Instagram as well as put it up on Facebook and all the good stuff. So you can see Amanda, a.k.a. The Art of Beers. She is, she's hot. She's a fine-looking blonde, if you will.
And she digs the beer, yo.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Nothing hotter than that.
Hell yeah.
Like we said last week. Hot girl, likes beer. It's like what do we say? Like Pokemon or whatever?
Gotta catch them all.
Catch them while you can, yeah.
Let's do it.
So anyways, check out Amanda at The Art of Beers on Instagram. You, like us, will not be sorry. All right, last thing we do before we run out of absolute time here. Scotty, who I did not call midlife this time, has the Tales from Uber.
Does your cabbie make you queasy? It's Tales from Uber.
Yeah, this is a pretty quick one. This is a couple of guys I picked up early on a Sunday morning.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, I did.
There you go.
Man, was that a good ride. And then then I took them home.
Right.
It was, I don't know, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. One of the guys was just really nasty drunk. The other one was drunk, but he was, kind of the helper for the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I picked him up in Oxnard, like over by the beach, and they wanted to go to the Jack in the Box in Saticoy.
For those of you who don't know, that's a good 20 miles.
Yeah, it's a good drive.
Yeah.
So I'm cruising down, and nobody knows what I'm talking about, but I'm cruising down Victoria Avenue, heading towards Saticoy. We get to 5th Street, and the drunk guy, the sloppy drunk guy, he's like, we got to 5th Street,
which is not that far from the beach.
Yeah, we were just 2 minutes on the route. He's like, turn here. And so I'm thinking, okay, maybe I screwed up, and so he wants me to turn left, and his partner's like, no, he's not gonna turn here. We're going to home. We're going to our original destination. So he was like he was passed out, and then he just kind of woke up and he's like, turn here. So anyway, so finally we got to the Jack in the Box in Saticoy, and the reason why they wanted to go there because it's open 24 hours. They wanted to get something to eat, and then they live down the street.
Yeah.
So
10 tacos for 17 cents.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So when I got to the parking lot, and I told him, okay, we're here, you guys can get out. And so the not so drunk guy, he told his partner, he goes, come on, dude, we're here, get out, because he's sleeping. So the guy, he wakes up and goes, oh, okay. So he gets up and he stands by the car. So the buzzed guy, he gets out, and he tells me, hey man, thanks a lot for the ride. He gives me a little tip. And while he's doing all that, while he's doing that, his partner gets back in the car.
What the hell?
He's like, what are you doing? And the guy goes, I don't know. He goes, get out of the car. We're here.
At least you can admit it.
Yeah, he had no
know.
idea. He was kind of funny drunk. Anyway, that's pretty much.
Nice.
I don't know. I left. So hopefully they.
Oh, so you didn't take him home?
No. They
just dropped him at
That's where they
Jaguar.
wanted me to drop him off. And then they were going to walk home the rest of the way.
Hopefully they were close.
All the way to Burbank or whatever.
Yeah, who knows?
I think after one of those munchie meals, it would have been all right.
That's true.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure
yeah.
one of those burgers has like 2 tacos inside of one of
Oh,
them.
something, yeah.
It's a lot of carbs and a lot of grease.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, a
That'd
lot of possum meat in
be-
that.
or ostrich meat.
Could be that too.
Something
Yeah,
meat.
The rumor for a while was that chicken McNuggets had kangaroo in them,
Really?
which
Oh,
I
yeah.
laughed at. It's like, that's way more expensive
I know, right?
than a fucking chicken.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it's not the fancy restaurant, so you get that unicorn meat.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
hey, unicorn meat.
Just like Sticky
It's tasty.
Monkey.
That's where it's at.
Oh,
Love me some unicorn meat. Sounds a little gay.
A little bit.
I love unicorn meat in my mouth. Anyways, good news for all you out there. That's the end of the show.
We're done.
You're welcome.
Yep.
We found it. We found the end. We finished everywhere. Oh, thank you guys for listening. Like I said at the top of the show, thank you for telling friends. Keep doing it. Keep spreading the good word, fighting the good fight, and drinking the good drink.
Yes.
Not the Bud Lights. Don't drink those.
Not anymore.
Be snobby like us.
That's right.
You can find us at the unfilteredgentleman.com. We're on Facebook, Unfiltered Gentleman. We're on the old Twitter there, at Unfiltered Gents, because our real name was too long. And Instagram is the Unfiltered Gentleman. I don't know what I'm saying. And if you guys want to call, leave a voicemail. We'll play on the air, or not, whatever. Depends how cool you are. 805-538-BEER.
Yeah.
Which is,
Call in and burp the word of the week.
oh, please.
Do it.
Give us some of your Uber stories.
Got
I want to hear
anything?
your stories. Mine are getting boring.
Yeah, we're tired of hearing him.
Yeah.
We want your Uber story. You got a crazy driver named Scott?
Oh,
We want to hear about it. Was he drunk? Did he keep calling himself Sark? We want to hear about it. And maybe you went to a brewery that was fucking delicious.
Yeah.
We want to hear about that too.
Yeah.
You can give us a little beer review. Anything you got, we want to hear about it. So 805-538-BEER. We challenge you to be better than Dale, a.k.a. It's the Beer Girl.
Good luck.
Probably not going to happen.
Good luck.
But do your best. Do your best. Anyways, keep listening. Don't forget to check out my other show, the I Want to Know podcast. It is very different than this show. So check that out. If you need to listen to a podcast, like around old people, you can listen to that one. There's very little to no cussing. So on that note, good night, everybody.